The P-47 Thunderbolt, a single-seat, single-engine fighter aircraft, played a significant role in World War II. Developed by the Republic Aviation Corporation, the P-47 was designed to be a high-performance, long-range fighter capable of escorting bombers deep into enemy territory. Here, we will explore the development, design, and combat history of the P-47 Thunderbolt, as well as its impact on the war effort. The P-47 was designed in response to the United States Army Air Corps' requirement for a high-altitude, long-range fighter. The Republic Aviation Corporation, led by Alexander Kartveli, began working on the project in 1940. The P-47 made its first flight on May 6, 1941, and after a series of tests and modifications, it entered production in 1942. The P-47 was a massive aircraft with a length of 36 feet 1 inch, or about 11 meters, and a wingspan of 40 feet 9 inches, which is roughly 12.4 meters. It was powered by a Pratt Whitney R-2800 radial engine, which produced 2,600 horsepower. The aircraft had a top speed of over 430 miles per hour, or 692 kilometers per hour, and a range of over 1,200 miles, or 1,931 kilometers. The P-47's design featured a number of innovative features, including, first, water injection. The P-47 was equipped with a water injection system, which allowed the engine to produce additional power during short periods of high demand. This feature enabled the aircraft to climb faster and maintain its speed during combat. Second, it has large wings. The P-47's large wings provided excellent lift and stability, allowing the aircraft to remain stable during high-speed dives and tight turns. And third, durable construction. The P-47 was built with durability in mind, featuring a sturdy airframe and a robust engine. This made it capable of withstanding significant damage and continuing to fly. The P-47 Thunderbolt saw extensive combat action in World War II, serving with the United States Army Air Forces and the Royal Air Force. The aircraft's first combat mission took place in April 1943 with the 56th Fighter Group based in England. The P-47 quickly proved itself to be an effective fighter, capable of engaging enemy aircraft at high altitudes and ranges. Its impressive speed, maneuverability, and firepower made it a formidable opponent in dogfights. The P-47's 8.50 caliber machine guns, mounted in the wings, provided a significant advantage in air-to-air combat. Some notable combat achievements of the P-47 include: first, during the Battle of Britain, P-47s played a key role, escorting bombers and engaging German fighter aircraft. Second, during the D-Day invasion of Normandy on June 6, 1944, P-47s provided air support. Third, in the European theater, P-47s were used extensively, conducting escort missions, ground attack sorties, and reconnaissance flights. And finally, in the Pacific theater, P-47s also saw action, flying with the United States Army Air Forces and the Royal Australian Air Force. The P-47 Thunderbolt had a significant impact on the war effort, contributing to the Allied victory in several ways. First, its long range and high speed allowed it to escort bombers deep into enemy territory, providing vital protection against enemy fighter aircraft. Second, the P-47's firepower and durability made it an effective ground attack aircraft, capable of destroying enemy tanks, trucks, and buildings. Third, its air-to-air combat performance helped to establish Allied air superiority, allowing bombers to operate with greater safety and effectiveness. And finally, the P-47's innovative design and technology, like its water injection system, contributed to the development of future fighter aircraft. The P-47 Thunderbolt played a significant role in World War II, with over 15,600 aircraft produced. It flew more than 12,000 sorties, destroyed over 3,900 enemy aircraft, and dropped more than 10,000 tons of bombs. The P-47 was a fighter and fighter-bomber used by the Allied Air Forces during World War II. It was a single-seat, low-wing fighter developed for the United States Army Air Forces by Republic Aviation, and it was actually the largest single-engined piston fighter ever produced. The P-47 originated with a June 1940 proposal by Republic designer Alexander Kartveli to base a fighter on the new Pratt Whitney R-2800 twin-row radial engine, turbo-supercharged for high-altitude performance. Harnessing the power of that huge engine posed some problems, and the first prototype didn't fly until June 1941. Production didn't start until March 1942, and even then, there were difficulties caused by shock waves that formed in high-altitude dives when the local airflow approached the speed of sound, causing the flight controls to snatch and, in some cases, lock. The controllability problems were eventually resolved, but it was mid-April 1943 before the P-47 entered combat over Europe. By the end of the war, a total of 15,683 Thunderbolts were produced, which was actually more than any other U.S. fighter. The P-47D, which entered general service by the spring of 1944, had a maximum speed of 440 miles per hour, or about 700 kilometers per hour, and could reach a ceiling of 40,000 feet, roughly 12,200 meters. Heavily armed with 8 wing-mounted .50-inch or 12.7 millimeter machine guns, it could carry a bomb load of up to 2,500 pounds or 1,100 kilograms, and was also capable of carrying 10 5-inch or 127 millimeter rockets under its wings. The P-47's radial engine was, honestly, remarkably resistant to battle damage, and combined with its heavy armament and well-armored cockpit, the Thunderbolt earned a reputation as one of the most effective fighter bombers of the entire war. Now, although the Thunderbolt was outclimbed and outturned by German Me-109s and FW-190s at low altitudes, it was just as fast as the Luftwaffe fighters on the level and could outdive anything they put up against it. But perhaps even more important, its turbo-supercharged engine gave the P-47 a real edge at altitudes above 30,000 feet, or 9,100 meters. The P-47's greatest contribution to Allied victory was arguably as a long-range bomber escort in Europe, though delays in developing and fielding jettisonable external fuel tanks, which were necessary for range extension, actually limited the plane's impact in this role until early 1944. As a fighter bomber, it played an important part in the Normandy invasion. Attacking bridges and enemy airfields before the D-Day landings on June 6th and destroying German armored vehicles during the Allied breakout from the lodgment area. The most important U.S. fighter in Europe numerically, outnumbering P-38 Lightnings and P-51 Mustangs combined, the Thunderbolt also served with the Army Air Forces in the Pacific from the summer of 1943 and with Britain's Royal Air Force in India and Burma, which is now Myanmar. Though it served with the U.S. Air National Guard for several years after the war, the P-47 was retired from frontline service after the victory over Japan in 1945. The P-47's legacy extends beyond its combat performance and played a key role in the development of the USAAF's tactical air power doctrine. It also influenced the design of future fighter aircraft, such as the F-86 Sabre and the F-100 Super Sabre. It remains a popular aircraft among aviation enthusiasts and historians, with many restored examples on display in museums and air shows around the world. In conclusion, the P-47 Thunderbolt was a highly effective and influential fighter aircraft that played a significant role in World War II. Its innovative design, impressive performance, and versatility made it a valuable asset to the Allied forces, contributing to the ultimate defeat of the Axis powers.